So guys, Apc Chieftain Onokpasa has passed on. We all know that this is a very staunch supporter of the Tinubu's government, you know, in 2023 presidential election. But guess what? In 2025, he disowned Tinubu, saying that Tinubu has failed Nigerians. He complained about the hunger and the level of disappointment, you know, towards the Tinubu's government and how Tinubu has abandoned all those who supported him in 2023. So guys, Onokpasa has passed on. Now I'm going to allow you to take a look at, you know, some of his moments on Arise Television. But before then, Seun of Channels Television wrote an open letter to Tinubu, telling Tinubu that times are hard for Nigerians. Take your time and watch this video and let me know your thoughts. This is coming at a time when the rehabilitated International Conference Center in Abuja has been named after Tinubu. Like you can see here, it says Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center. This is a conference center rehabilitated by Wike, and now it has been named after Tinubu, meaning that so many key infrastructures being named after Tinubu when we have not seen any real dividends of democracy coming from this government to the people. They are just busy, you know, colonizing everything to themselves. So guys, I'm just going to allow you to listen to what Seun of Arise Television has got to tell Tinubu. Then you are going to watch the moments of Mr. Jesu on Arise Television. Take your time, watch these videos, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take a look.
But just before we go, everyone, and here is my final word tonight. And it's going to be majorly to Mr. President, President Bola Tinubu. 2 years are gone. Half of your constitutional mandate spent navigating the stormy waters of reform, resistance, and rising hardship. You came to office promising a renewed hope agenda, telling Nigerians that the pain would be temporary, like that of a childbirth, and that joy would follow. But 2 years in, the cries have grown perhaps louder, and many now wonder, when will the joy come? Inflation surged, food inflation went to an all-time height, transport costs were tripled, and the average Nigerian now spends more of their income just to eat, as if they are lucky. Petrol is hovering over 700 naira per liter, and electricity tariffs have risen even as supply is still very erratic. And yet, the Nigerian people, resilient, loyal, enduring, have held on. But holding on cannot be the national plan. You promised to lift millions out of poverty, create thousands of digital jobs in 24 months, and double power generation. These were not poetic aspirations. They were campaign commitments. Mr. President, time is not on your side. You have just 12 months before the political season begins to whisper again. If ever there was a time to show the fruits of sacrifice, it is now. You are the president of both your lovers and your loudest critics, the hopefuls who sang your name at the polls and the skeptics who prayed you will fail. But leadership demands maturity of mind and empathy of heart. You now preside over a fractured but hopeful nation. Good people, bad politics, and an ugly economy. Nigeria today is at a historic inflection point. Mismanage these opportunities, sir, and we risk descending into a cycle of unrest, disillusionment, and regret. But if you rise, Mr. President, to the moment, and you could become a defining leader, one whose name is etched in gold as a man who brought Nigeria back from the brink, you must ignore sycophants who clap in darkness while citizens cry in daylight. Mr. President, please urgently surround yourself with thinkers, doers, and patriots, not just loyalists. Every day must count. Every decision must deliver value. Because when a nation suffers this deeply, there is no luxury of time or ego. No more excuses. President Bola Tinubu, we in the media, we will do our own part. We will question, probe, inform, and hold you accountable, not out of hostility, but out of duty. The opposition must also rise, not just to criticize, but to push this country forward. Civil society organization must now organize, awaken consciences, and be the voice of the voiceless, and our people must now stop being docile. We need to raise a mass of active citizens who are willing to fight for their nation and also work hard for its good. Citizens, your voice counts. Don't lose it. And for those of us who believe and who are people of faith, we will pray as scripture commands us for the peace of the land and the success of its leaders. Because President Bola Tinubu, your success is Nigeria's success, and your failure will be our shared tragedy. Nigerians will rally behind you if they see sincerity, action, and result. But never forget, fury awaits any leader who mocks the pain of the poor. Sir, history is watching. Posterity is watching, and 200 million Nigerians are watching. Let this second half of your presidency be a turning point. Make us proud, President Bola Tinubu. Make Nigeria great. And that has to start now. That's my final word tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Seun. God bless Nigeria.
President Bola Tinubu and APC government make una take am easy o. APC pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ o, wherever your APC. Because the way una they go APC, maybe by the end of this your regime, the whole of Nigeria go rename, they go name am Bola Tinubu Nigeria PLC or Limited. Because as it be today, so now, it is not about governance, it is about sycophancy, propaganda on steroids. So everybody where they around the president, it is a battle for who go become the sycophant in chief. Nigerians, you will see this talk where they shout about fixing INEC and electoral reform before 2027. Nigerians, make una shine una eye. Do not let affliction to rise the second time, because now our life na in day at stake. So today for Abuja, International Conference Center, ICC, where they renovate as they renovate and by this government, Minister for FCT Wike don't change the name. They don't rename them to Bola Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja. That International Conference Center, they built them since 1991. Oh, not be the first time where they don't renovate them. It was even renovated in 1999. They don't renovate them before. But as these ones don't come now, they don't renovate them. They don't change the name again. And not even the first time be this. In fact, within a space of just 11 months, about 5 national institutions that the name don't change to the name of the sitting president. Not be said they know they name things after former leaders, so, but according to ethics and protocol, because of integrity, now mostly the next leadership, when they evaluate so that there will be merits, they can name it after former leaders based on your contribution to certain aspects. But today as we did, they don't rename barracks for Asokoro to Bola Tinubu barracks, not minding the criteria for military naming of their facilities and institutions to honor the contributions of fallen heroes who contributed in the security of the country. They don't name them after president. There is Bola Tinubu Polytechnic for Gwarimpa. There is airports for Niger State where they been named after Imam Abubakar Kagara, where contribute to their own northern issues. So they don't rename them 2024. They don't change the name back to Bola Tinubu Airport. There is also a bill to establish Bola Tinubu University of Languages for Aba in Abia State. National Assembly Library, where they renovate 2025 to Abi 2024, they don't change them to Bola Tinubu Library, Abi Bola Tinubu Center. So maybe by the end of Tinubu administration, we go don't even they name our churches and parishes to Bola Tinubu Parish, Bola Tinubu Cathedral, Bola Tinubu Diocese. But in all, the question be say, is that how they go put food for the table of Nigerians? Shena by naming institutions after the leader be president, now so insecurity go end. If to say as una they name, now so government they better, coastal highway don't complete, they don't fight corruption, if or even good. But all of these names are naming after the leader. How does it translate into the betterment of the lives of the people? Now sycophancy upon sycophancy. So when another leader come himself go sit down, decide to they change the name to also fit in on this thing. APC, Nigeria day before APC, and there will be Nigeria after APC. Nigerians, if una sit down, allow the consolidation of the criminality that took place in 2023 called an election, now our own life now we they put at risk. Because as it day now, the slogan for the government was even a Milokon, now my turn. Not be say anybody come to say I want to be Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, or I want to be your Nelson Mandela. Now my turn. So anything where they happen, so now my turn to rename them. I can name even your house after my name. I can name even your hotel when I say when a family name, make when I change them to the president name. It doesn't matter anymore because there is no ethics. There is no bar for governance. Before they go say they lower the bar. Now there is no bar. Nigerians, we must unite to fix governance. We must take our personal life seriously, because what Nigeria is today is a huge joke. Nigeria exists so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. This is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. And if you think that the people where they do, now them they at risk, the joke is on you and me, who are the ordinary citizens. We go continue to pay and make up for the recklessness and rudderless leadership provided by this set of people. Renaming of institutions, so make una continue. Murasi, APC, Nigeria PLC. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Mr. Onokpasa, since President Tinubu came in, the economy has tanked. It's at an all-time low as we speak.
It has not. It has not.
Let me finish my question, Mr. Onokpasa. Let me finish my question.
You are a liar,
Mr. Onokpasa. Moderate yourself. All right, moderate yourself.
You know what you are doing?
Good.
Listen to me. You're
Secondly,
do you know what you are doing?
Since President Tinubu came in, the economy has tanked.
You are pretending to be a journalist.
That's one.
Is that Tinubu's fault? Don't you know why Naira tanked?
I'm still asking my question. Secondly, it's been an
because of your friends. I mean, I don't understand this Bola Tinubu of a man. He won't just, I don't know what his game plan is. But he's wasting his time, because we are the ones that put him in power. We know how our calculations, how we put him in power, and we are going to get him out of that power. That's for sure. He's wasting his time. Now, whatever he thinks he's doing, he forgets that just because of the hunger in the land, it is very easy to campaign against. Very easy to campaign against. And those of us who campaigned for him, a lot of us, we campaign against him. And we will get him out of that power. He is a one-term president. I assure you, Ruben Abati. Bola Tinubu is a one-term president. Thank you.
Well, it's Nigerians that will determine that. It's not angry people like yourself taking a decision on that. But let me ask you, what do you think of coalition politics?
Yes, but even at that, Ruben, a majority of Nigerians did not vote for him. We did the calculation. All we needed to do was to wait for Atiku and Peter Obi to split their votes. That's how we won. Since 1999, Bola Tinubu has had the lowest margin of votes.
God have mercy upon us.
Of all presidents. He had less than 40% of votes. We calculated it. We worked at campaign council. Go and check the records. So there's nothing I don't know about how Bola Tinubu won. Let's see how we win in 2027.
Yeah, but Tinubu got 62%. He got 62% of the votes from northern Nigeria. Let's leave statistics. What do you think?
This is what you get always in Nigeria, because we now live in a country of propaganda and lies, and they manufacture it. The problem we have in the Labour Party is problem instigated and sustained by the government of today.
Where's the proof?
I don't need to tell you. When you have a party chairman who calls a state governor a dwarf and dwarf thinking, forget about me. So it's not weak. Okay, I'm weak, but it's not weak. Is every other person there weak? So let's all be sincere with ourselves. Before they call you names here, you know it. You speak the truth and you call you names. We now live in a country of propaganda and lies and trying to put problems everywhere. They won't even put problems in families. Before I've managed and built a business locally and internationally, and they're thriving. By the time I left them, I've been chairman of corporations, quoted companies, director, and I've earned my respects. And I've been a governor. There's no place that I've shown weakness. Rufai, I returned school that was taken from churches. 40 years that nobody could even dare mention.
But these are the point people. These are the point people like Kenneth Okonkwo.
Yes.
These are the things they said against you.
It's just Kenneth Okonkwo. Who again?
But it's a it's a valid point of view.
I mean,
it's an echo chamber.
If 12 persons that followed Jesus, one went against him, how about me, who have millions followed? And you're counting those who went against me. Listen, people must go against you, or people must speak against you. And they own listen. I still remain consistent and not changed. Like I said, Kenneth is my younger brother. He has his reasons for his actions or what he wants to do. Rufai, humility, patience, tolerance is not weakness, it's a virtue. It is not easy for people to remain where I am. And when I was campaigning election, before I went to places people dare not go to. I was in Southern Gombe. Was everywhere. People fear to go. Before I drive around this country today, this year alone, I've driven from Abuja to Kafancha, to Kaduna, to Kanu, to Katsina, to Jigawa, to Jos, to Benue, to Kogi. Who's doing that? So people just stay in their house and talk about this macho they are. Just like they stay, they don't go to anywhere. It's easy to be an armchair critic. For God's sake, I'm on the road.
Nigeria is a fucking joke. This government, okay, people I could feel you are in charge of animals, not human beings. Because tell me why I'm in a country where somebody would defend himself from somebody that wants to kill him, and you want to sentence the person to death. Yes, people that have been killing us, say you rehabilitate them and send them back into the society to live with us. So let me tell you what happened. In 2014, a farmer named Mr. Sunday Jackson, he was on his farm in Adamawa State, and then he was attacked by a Fulani herdsman. His cattle, he came to his farm, and then he stabbed this Mr. Sunday Jackson in his leg. So it was a struggle. Mr. Jackson was able to kill this Fulani herdsman. Calm down. Now, what are we supposed to say? Okay, very good. But no, in 2021, Jackson was charged under the Adamawa State Penal Code. He was sentenced to death by hanging in 2021. So this Mr. Sunday Jackson, he appealed. Why am I going to be sentenced to death? In your fact, self-defense. They rejected his appeal, saying, why didn't he run away since he had disarmed the Fulani herdsman? Why did he have to kill? I want to understand why this is even a case. Now in 2025 again, the Supreme Court has renewed this Mr. Jackson death sentence, that he should be sentenced to death for killing a Fulani herdsman that attacked him in 2014 and wanted to kill him, but was able to kill the man. Mind you, he was sentenced to death during this period in 2021 like that, and then he appealed, which the matter has been in court. How court case can be, they'll be dragging it for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Now in 2025 March, they are saying they should sentence this man to death. Let's even assume that this was a case in 2014, 2021. But in 2025, where we can see what these herdsmen have been doing. Listen to how funny my country is. You rehabilitate people that have been killing us and send them back to live with us. And somebody that defended himself from one of the attackers, they want to sentence this man to death. Which we know these people are criminals. One. Yet, this is my same country. Boko Haram that they caught, they took them to rehab. To call or rehabilitate because mental issue show get all the people that they've killed, people that have lost their family to the Boko Haram, whatever. It not concern them. They rehabilitated them and told them, oh yeah, you have been cleared. Your mental health is now stable. Now go back to the same people you tried to kill and you've been killing, and start living with them.
Very well, thank you. How are you two?
Yes, sir.
How are you two? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm
good.
Okay.
Patriotism means supporting your country at all times, but also supporting the government when they deserve it. Mr. Onokpasa, I put it to you that you came here to misrepresent the facts today as regards subsidy removal. President Tinubu announced subsidy gone on Inauguration Day. And that was effectively pulling out subsidy. So you say he didn't remove subsidy, quoting the PIA law that had been there for a while, is misrepresentation of the facts. That's number one. Number two, since President Tinubu got in... Let me finish, Mr. Onokpasa. Let me finish, please. Secondly, since he got in...
Don't raise your voice at me, young man. Don't raise your voice at me.
Let me finish, Mr. Onokpasa. Let me finish.
I'm your guest.
So since President Tinubu got in,
respect me.
Since President Tinubu got in,
I will
the
walk out of
economy.
your studio if you raise your voice at me.
Mr.
Talk to me
Onokpasa,
respectfully.
you may will take your decision if you want to. I'm asking a question. You might decide to walk out if you want to. Mr. Onokpasa, since President Tinubu came in, the economy has tanked. It's at an all-time low as we speak.
It has not. It has not.
Let me finish my question. Mr. Onokpasa, let me finish my question.
You are a liar.
Mr. Onokpasa, moderate yourself. All right? Moderate yourself.
Do you know what you are doing?
Good.
Listen to me. Young man.
Secondly,
do you know what you are doing?
Since President Tinubu came in, the economy has tanked.
You are pretending to be a journalist.
The indicators are there.
What is the matter with you?
Since he came in, the indicators are there. Number one, the cost of the dollar to the naira.
What is the matter with you?
The cost of the dollar to the naira has tanked tremendously as a result of the fluctuation of the currency. All right, that's one.
Is that Tinubu's fault? Don't you know why naira tanked?
I'm still asking my question. Secondly,
it's been because of your friends.
Because it's been an all-time malaise in the economy as we speak. Cost of living gone up tremendously. All right, and things are really, really south for the economy. So, in all of this, it's been a slopey downward spiral. What would you have to say about all of this, Mr. Onokpasa?
Thank you very much for that question, Rufai Hosseini. Please, Dr. Ruben Abati and my adorable in-law, Mrs. Mairesi, does anybody have a more reasonable question for me to answer? Because I am not dignifying that insulting question from Rufai with a response. I am not.
Mr. Onokpasa, I will see that you're bailing on my question, and it's all right. It's all right for you to bail out if you don't want to answer it. But
I'm
it's
not evading your question. Listen,
please
Rufai,
answer it if you can.
Rufai, you listen to me. This is not animal psychology. It is law. Okay? If you want to be a journalist, you can be a journalist. And you should learn the ropes for those ahead of you.
Mr. Onokpasa, answer my question.
My mate. You can never.
Mr. Onokpasa, answer the question. Dignify yourself. Mr. Jacob says that dignify yourself and answer the question.
My God.
Dignify yourself
Please,
and answer the question.
Can we have peace?
Dignify yourself and answer the question.
Can we have peace in the studio?
My God.
Can we have peace?
What's wrong with this badly brought up little boy?
Mr. Onokpasa,
disrespect me.
Mr. Onokpasa, please calm down.
Mr. Onokpasa, I didn't disrespect you for the last. I just asked the question.
Please, Mr. Onokpasa.
Let him answer the question.
Okay, do we end this program now? Both of you will not allow me to talk. Should we end the program? No, there's a breakdown of law and order.
Please, Dr. Basi, go
ahead.
ahead.
Maybe we should just end it. No, we can end it.
No,
go ahead, Dr.
Let's go ahead, please.
I'm appealing. Okay, we'll take a short break.
This is coming at a time when the Rehabilitated International Conference Center in Abuja has been named after Tinubu. Like you can see here, it says Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center. This is a conference center rehabilitated by Wike, and now it has been named after Tinubu, meaning that so many key infrastructures being named after Tinubu when we have not seen any real dividends of democracy coming from this government to the people. They are just busy, colonizing everything to themselves. So guys, I'm just going to allow you listen to what Seun of Arise Television has got to tell Tinubu. Then you are going to watch the moments of Mr. Jesu Tega on Arise Television. Take your time, watch these videos, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take a look.